everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having the most amazing day. And today I wanted to show you guys a really quick and easy, simple makeup routine for summer. And before I start this video, I do want to say, I know that a lot of us are going out and wearing masks nowadays, and so makeup isn't the first thing on everybody's mind, nor should it be, and this is more for something if you're just going to a park and you're going to be away from a lot of people, but you still want a little bit of something on, or if you're just lounging around the house and you feel like doing your makeup. But this is something that I do a lot of the time when I just feel like putting makeup on, but it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It's not like I'm playing around with makeup that day, but I do want to put it out there. If you are going out and you don't like wearing makeup, don't put makeup on, and make sure that you have your mask on, because that is very important. You shouldn't be thinking about makeup right now. You should be thinking about protecting yourself from this virus that is spreading like wildfire, especially in the younger age demographic, because right now it's not just 50, 67-year-olds that are getting this. A lot of people that are getting this virus are my age or just slightly older, people that are in their late teens, early 20s, because we are the people that are going out without masks and being stupid. So please put your mask on. Anyways, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I do already have my skincare and everything on, but I do want to put some sunscreen on just to reapply, because it's been quite a while since I put that on this morning, and I want to talk to you guys about this Bare Republic's Mineral Tinted Face Lotion. This is so good. I swear to you guys, this is the best sunscreen that I have ever found at the drugstore. If any of you have ever used the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen, the texture of this reminds me so much of that sunscreen. It's like that silicone base that almost works as a makeup primer, but for those of you that also know me, you would know that I don't use chemical sunscreens, and this is a mineral sunscreen, which I love, and there's no white cast because it's tinted, and it's so good. This is literally the most amazing sunscreen I've ever found at the drugstore ever, and if you are looking for a good sunscreen, this one is incredible. Okay, so now that that is completely blended in, that is what is going to act as our makeup primer as well today. And I do want to point out that there are a couple items in here that aren't from the typical drugstore that you can just like walk into a CVS or a Walgreens and get these, but they are all very affordable, so I'll point those out as I go along. One of them being the Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream. This also has an SPF in it, which I love because you're getting that extra little bit of sun protection, and then throughout the day I touch up with an SPF sunscreen powder. But this is, I have it in the shade 23, and this is a Korean BB cream that I got on YesStyle. I'm sure you can find it on Amazon, but it's around $12, so it is still at that drugstore price point, but it's not directly from a drugstore. You can't just walk into a Walgreens here in the US and buy it. So I take about 2 pumps of that and just dot it across my skin, and then I'm going to blend it out with my AOA Studios blending sponge. And all of the brushes that I'm going to be using in this video are relatively affordable as well, which is really nice. So as I'm blending this out, you can see it blends into the skin super quickly and easily, and it doesn't give anywhere near a full coverage finish. It gives a very sheer natural finish, which I love, particularly for the summer. This also has almost a grayish undertone, which can look weird on some people, but for my skin tone it works really well. Next, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer just under my eyes, because that's where I get a little bit of darkness, and this is a step that I wouldn't do all the time, but I definitely do when I want something a little bit more under my eyes, and I'm blending it out with that same sponge. To go in and set everything, I'm using the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Powder. I use the shade 110 Creamy Natural, and I'm using this little tapered brush by Beauty Secrets. And this powder is so beautiful and brightening underneath the eyes, and then I'm just going to put a light wash of powder on the rest of my face to make sure that nothing moves. Moving into bronzer, I am going to use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I have mine in this giant kit, but they do sell them individually. I just ran out of my individual pan, so I'm going to go ahead and use the one that comes in this giant massive thing. But they do sell them individually, and this bronzer is just one that goes on so naturally and blends so beautifully into the skin, and they have, you can see they have a bunch of different shades, so you can probably find one that works pretty well on your skin tone, which I definitely appreciate. And then once I'm done bronzing the face, I'm actually going to take a little bit of that bronzer and throw it in the crease of my eye as well, just to add a little bit of definition into that crease. And you'll see that the eyes pretty much come along at the same time as the face does. And then we'll just throw something on the lid once we're completely done with that. So moving into blush, I'm going to go ahead and use this CoverGirl Cheekers blush in the shade Soft Sable. These blushes have been around since the dawn of time for makeup, but they are so pretty. Just look at that. They give like this super pretty luminescent sheen to the cheeks, and they blend absolutely gorgeously. And they're always like bottom shelf at the drugstore, so nobody talks about them anymore, but they're so pretty and somebody needs to talk about them again. I know that Emily Noel talks about them a lot, but she's the only person that I ever see talk about these, and they're so good. And someone needs to talk about them again because they are incredible. Like truly. And then for highlight, I'm going to go ahead and use this Pixie highlight in the shade Peach Honey and just throw that on the tops of my cheekbones. If I can get it open, please God. But I'm going to throw this on the tops of my cheekbones here and above the brow as well. I'm also going to go on the bridge of my nose and a little bit over my lip, just because I feel like it today. And then again, I'm taking a nice small brush, and I'm only dipping into this more golden side, but I'm going to go ahead and place that on my inner corner and my brow bone of my eyes. Next, for the brows, I'm going to go ahead and use the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow Draw and Fill. This has like a angular tip on this side and then a brow powder on this side, which is really cool. I love this brow product, you guys. It's very interesting for those of you who have never tried it, but it works super well, especially in my brows. And honestly, for a summer look, if I were gonna do like almost nothing, I would fill in my brows and put mascara on and just be done completely. But this is kind of amped up a little bit. So now that the brows are filled in, I'm going to go ahead and set them with the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. This is the other product that isn't necessarily found in most drugstores. However, it is around like $6, and it might be one of the ColourPop products that you can find at Ulta now, but if not, it's about $6 on their website. And now that those are done, the eyes are mostly done. I'm just going to go ahead and add this L'Oreal Infallible Shadow and Amber Rush on the lid to add a little bit of something extra. It's just a really pretty rose gold tan shimmer shade, which is gorgeous for the summer. That just gives a really pretty wash of a shimmery color on the lids. And then something that I do to define my eyes is I take the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Gel Pencil Liner in the dark brown color, and I line my upper and lower waterline. I really like a brown liner when I do natural looks like this because it doesn't look so harsh, but it still defines the eyes really nicely without being in your face like a black liner normally would. And then I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. I don't know if I've shown you guys this thing, but it's really cool. It's from Sephora. And it's meant to bind false lashes with natural lashes, but I just like the way that it curls my lashes because I have really small eyes and my eye shape is really weird, so normal lash curlers don't really get into my inner corner like this one does, and this one really curls my lashes super nicely. I don't know if you guys can really see this, but most lash curlers are completely fused together on the sides, and this one's just completely open, which is really interesting to me. And then the mascara that I'm using is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. This is just the regular formula, and obviously if you're going to be sweating a lot or going in the water, you're going to want a waterproof mascara, but I find for me this one's hard enough to take off at the end of the day, so this one does me just fine. So while I'm letting my lashes dry, I am missing my lips, and since this is a summer makeup routine, I'm going to go in with a lip sunscreen as well. This one is by Babo Botanicals. It's their Lip Tint SPF 15 in Beach Rose, and I'm not going to lie, this leaves a really, you'll see it, it leaves like a really unsightly white cast on my mouth. So I do go over this with another tinted lip balm because this one, if you're really, really pale, this color would probably be gorgeous on you, but it makes me look like a hoochie mama. So we're gonna go in with the Revlon. These are the new Super Lustrous Shine lipsticks, and this is in the shade Glaring Coral, and this is just gonna calm that down. Better. See? Better. Okay. Awesome. And now that that is done, the only thing that we are missing is setting spray. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, normally I don't put on setting spray just because I forget, but if I were gonna use one, it would be the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Cucumber 3-in-1 Primer Water. This one has a very, very strong scent. However, it works so well. And before I put this on, can we just talk about how weird the name Wet n Wild is? Like, I feel like that's something that's been around for so long that we just don't think about it anymore, but like, that name is weird. Let it dry, let it dry, let it dry. Okay. I need to chill. I need to chill. I've had too much caffeine today. So that is my completed Drugstore summer makeup routine. I really like it because you use a lot of brighter colors on the cheeks and the lips, and then the eyes are just super, super easy. And that's honestly what I do most days in the summer, is just keep the eyes super simple and then make everything else on the face really, really bright. And I think that that's what is the like kind of definition of a summer makeup routine. But honestly, a summer makeup routine to you could be completely different. It could be deep purples, bright pinks, and it could be anything. So for me, it's just quick, easy, simple, brighter colors on the face, really neutral colors on the eyes. But to other people, it could be something completely different. So honestly, you do you. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. If you would like to see my last video, you can go ahead and click right over here. I would really appreciate it. And if you would like to subscribe to my channel, which I urge you all to do, you can go ahead and click right over here, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.